Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris. I'm your coach and sports therapist. And welcome to Friday morning's prehab session. Hope you're all okay. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice week so far. It's been a mixed emotional week so far for Recovery Lab TV. It's had its highs, it's certainly had its lows. We've certainly had our technical problems. So thank you very much for bearing with me, putting up with the stress. I imagine it's been frustrating for you as well as me, so I do apologise for everything, and hopefully today will be the day. I do have a lot of technical equipment coming to basically kind of bulletproof this from happening, and just kind of plug it like a hard line into my Mac. So we don't get any kind of drop-ins or drop-outs of internet signal from this end. So hopefully you won't experience that anymore, okay? So let me know how you're doing in the comment section. Let me know who's here. Say hello. Don't be a stranger. It's good to see you all the time. Give the video a little thumbs up if you're having a good Friday so far, if you had a good week. Hopefully you've seen the other videos. I did make a second version of today's class and uploaded that afterwards. So that's online if you do want to revisit it. It's slightly different to what we were doing in the live class, but unfortunately that obviously lost signal and dropped out, and was the bane of my life yesterday. But we're here, and so far so good. So today's session, what you're going to need is some sort of balance cushions, okay? If you are lucky and you've got 2 balance cushions, then great. If you're not so lucky and you only have 1, that's great, okay? And if you don't have any, then I have a little hack for you, okay? Grab some little bath towels or beach towels, fold them up into a little square, and those will be your balance cushions, okay? I promise you they will work just as much, okay? I'm going to be using these little Airex pads, okay? And what I'd recommend is kind of getting yours ready, because today is going to be about how your foot lands, okay? So if you're a runner, the session is going to be for you. If you roll your ankle quite big, then the session is a real key one for you, okay? It's just going to give you a lot of ankle stability and hip stability, okay? So things you're going to need of those, you're going to need a long, making sure your back is nice and straight, to help you and assist you in those exercises, okay? And you're going to also need your little bands, if I can get them, these little bands, packer bands, for your knees, okay? To activate your glutes and wake those feet up like we did last week, okay? So that all being said, hopefully you've got a drink, hopefully you've got your mats out, hopefully you've got a bit of space around you, and for one of the exercises I'm going to use my sofa to drive up on a glute bridge. So if you have a raised object that you can use, please use it, okay? So that all being said and done, what we're going to do is come over here, we're going to slide out of the way. Using your mats, you're going to set up your leg, okay, just like so. So your heel is in line with your wrist, your foot is facing forward, and you are in this position. You're drawing your hip down, you're bending there, you're sliding down, tap in, and shoot it over, okay? So just like so, tap in and shoot it around, okay? That's it. Good. Good, last one. Good, rotating onto the opposite side. Make sure those feet are in line, just like so. You're going to bend that arm, you're going to slide it down, and you're going to come up and around, just like that. Good. Big drive round. Good, nice rotations. Good, last one. Perfect. Okay, so from there, what you're going to do, just like so, placing your arm out in front. Both feet are going to be tucked up, similar to the other day. You're going to drive up like that, keeping your body as straight as you can. Nice and steady. Making sure that back is level and straight. Good. Sit. Two more. Last one. Good job. Spinning around. Good. From there, drawing up nice and tall. Good. Last two. That's one. Good. Okay. From there, coming up into an all-four position. You're gonna, from there, be a nice little box shape, just like so. You're gonna kick one leg back, one leg in. Okay. One leg back, one leg in, just like that. So if I spin around, so you can actually see my leg. It's there. Drawing in, nice and steady, trying to maintain that box position. Kind of get that straight line. Don't want to go up, okay? Because that hyperextends your back. All I really care about is that position here. Good, last one. Swap the sides if you haven't already. Good, keep it going. Good. So last one. Great job. Okay. So from there, what I want you to do is grab one of your resistance bands. Okay. So be anyone you go kind of go-to band. Mine is just like so. Nice little fabric band. And what you're going to do is slide it up to that point where you kind of got a hand space between your band and your knee joint, okay? So the side of your joint, if you've got these two knobbly bits here, okay, that's kind of the distance between there. You've got it, okay? So what I want you to do is flatten your feet, okay? Bring them as close to your bum as you possibly can. Now, I want you to go on the balls of your feet for this one, okay? You're going to draw up and kind of really drive up onto the balls of your feet, okay? So as you go down, flatten your feet, draw up and go onto the balls of your feet, okay? So, big drive up, try to get a straight line from your shoulder all the way to your knee as you're coming up. And it's just like so. Good, keep it going. That's it, last one. Good, from there, laying onto your side, okay? You're gonna tuck one leg forward, okay? You're gonna draw your other leg back. Now you're already gonna feel this potentially in your hamstring as you're there, okay? Now from there, I want you to bring one arm forward, okay? You're gonna go from the floor, you're gonna come up, back down, okay? So you've got this nice little right angle here, okay? And then this leg is nice and straight as you're drawing up, keeping those toes tucked up. You should feel it right by here, and more importantly, right on that hamstring as you draw the leg back, just like so. Good. Try and keep this leg in a nice right angle if you can. If you find it slipping away, draw it back up. Okay, it's really important. Good, last two. Final one. Good job. From there, swapping sides. Again, driving up into a nice right angle with the bottom leg. Tuck your toes up nice and tall. Hand on your hip. Nice proud chest. Okay, there. Driving up whilst keeping the leg back and as straight as you can. Tuck those toes up if you can. Keep that driven. Good. Set two more. Last one. Brilliant effort. Good job. From there, what I want you to do is slide your bands down, okay, and then hook them onto your feet, just like we did a lot of last week, okay? So it's literally taking up the soles of your feet, your trainers, whatever you're wearing. Hopefully you're barefoot. It's just going to help with that proprioception, okay? So, nice proud chest, all right? It's really important you push your chest up. So if you have a little look from me, my back is nice and straight, okay? I'm then taking my feet as wide as they possibly can with my heels. Now I'm allowing my feet to go inwards like so. So then when I drive them out, I can really feel it working all along the outside of my leg, right away from my ankle, all the way up to my hip, okay? So it's really important, okay? You drive it in like so, pushing that chest up, opening that those shoulders, okay? And then draw out like that, okay? Keep the toes tucked up. Keep the legs straight. All you're doing is taking it from the internal rotation to a straight leg, okay? You are not going wider than that. It's really good. If you can, go a little wider with the heel. But don't take the legs wider or the feet wider than that 12 o'clock position, if that makes sense. Okay, so big drive out. Keeping it going. That's perfect. Good, two more. So last one. Awesome job, well done. From there, okay, coming up nice and tall. Ooh. Keeping the bands on your feet. What you're going to do is imagine you've got a straight line in front of your toes, okay, all the way across your room, straight line behind your heels, okay. You have to stay in between those two lines, all right? Your feet, now it's really important because the 99% of people, as they move, their feet will rotate outwards, okay? right? Those knees will drop inwards. It's really common for this back leg. So if you step this way, this knee tends to drop inwards. You don't want that. You want it drawn out, okay? Micro steps. So many people take big steps and then that knee drops, okay? Little steps, okay? So, foot here, hands on hips, step, little slide, okay? Making sure those knees don't come inwards. Good, keep it going. Keep the hips back, keep the knees dead straight, the toes dead straight. As you're doing it, you should feel all the outside of your leg working, the hip working, the ankle working very hard as you're in that move. Nice and steady. Good, gently coming back, and then you're whipping the band off. Good. Okay, sliding the band off. Grab a little drink. Let me know in the comment section how you're doing, how you're finding it, how you're feeling so far, okay? Doing really good. Boom. So, those cushions, those mats, those pads, now you're going to need them, okay? And you're going to need one to begin with. If you have more than one, you're going to land there, chuck that there so it's not going to move. It's nice and safe, okay? Now, with your bar, you're going to plant that right next to it, okay? You're going to hold on to it. Now, with the opposite leg, you're going to step and come forward, okay? Step, come forward. Now, notice how when I land, I'm landing in that perfect position, okay? By perfect position, I mean my heel is facing the sky, my knee, hip, and shoulders in line. I've got a lovely right angle here, and my knee isn't going forward like this, okay? So many people misland this. So many people drive into the knee, and it really causes damage, okay? So you're using this stick at the moment, okay, this bar, to kind of really guide you into landing and helping you back up, okay? All right, so nice proud chest. Going to 3, 2, 1, and go. Big drive down. And focus on that landing. Want to land as softly as you can, literally mid-foot, so the weight is evenly distributed. Good, last one. Good, okay, so swapping sides with a pole, recorrecting your mat, because naturally it's going to move, and then going straight in. Good, 2 more. Last one. Good, good. Okay, so try to lose the pole now, okay? Placing the hands on the hips. What you're going to try and do is, as you step, land exactly where you were, okay? So the important measure is when you land here, okay, you go back to where you started. When you step forward, you land in that perfect position, and then you press back, land exactly where you started, okay? So, gently getting ready. Go to 3, 2, 1. Hands on hips, proud chest, look up. Good strong land. Last one. Good, swap your feet. Good job, well done. Shake it out. Grab yourself a little drink if you need it, okay? Let me know in the comment section how you're feeling, how you're doing, and we'll go from there, okay? So looking at that landing mechanics, right, okay? If you focus on your foot, sometimes your balance will be kind of thrown off and be all over the place. Try and keep your head looking in the distance. It's going to help lift the chest up because naturally the head goes down, the back will go from this lovely tall posture to this rounded posture just by looking down. If you bring your trunk forward naturally by just going to this position, if I lean forward, okay, I push my hip forward, my knee goes forward, okay? Now if I'm doing that in a dynamic way, so basically moving, right, then it puts a lot of force through that. Now in a static position, it's okay, right, and you're going to do in some mobility exercises and so on and so forth. However, if you're landing and loading the knee all the time, okay, and not loading the hip correctly, okay, that knee's going to get injured and then going to take a battering, all right? So it's really important that when you land correctly, okay? So what I want you to do now, okay, is to make it a little bit more challenging. When you land, I want you to step, okay, and then I want you to leg first if you can, or whichever leg you use first as you do it, okay? Which means landing left, rotating left, okay? You ready? 3, 2, 1. Twist. It's all about the shoulders. Good, one more. Good, swap this side now. Landing, big twist. And laterally, this is my weakest side. So you just slow it down, okay? Good, one more. Good job, well done. So gently shaking it out, nice and easy, nice and relaxed, okay? Perfect time to grab a drink, perfect time to let me know next one. What I'm gonna try and get you to do now is draw a mat, the pad either side of your mat if you can. From there, I'm gonna get you to use your support, okay? So from there, gently getting ready. Nice proud chest. Hands on head. Hand on hip, hand on stick. Okay, slowly coming down. Big drive up, okay? Try to keep that head up, that chest up. You're going down into that perfect position while driving up nice and tall, okay? So 2 more. Last one. Good job. From there, swap the sides with your bar. Swap the sides with your feet, making sure your technique is good, you're in line. So let's go. Good. So a couple more. Good, last one. Good job, well done. Shake it out. Have a little breather, have a little drink. Grab some sea. Surprised how warm you get during these type of exercises. It's that neural control that is being demanded of you that is going to cause that heat, cause that kind of heat generation. That stability, those stabilizing exercises, and by all means, if you don't have these mats, just by simply using a towel, using a cushion, just like these, can give you that unstable surface to come up from as cheap as £12, £14 Amazon on any other sports sport, these are a bit more robust. Okay, but if it's just you don't necessarily need that industry quality because it's just you. So that being said, setting yourself up, okay, because you're doing an amazing job so far. One more. Good job. Swap the sides. As soon as you're there, as soon as you're ready, so let's go. Last one. Good job, well done. Shake it out. Okay, have another little breather, have another little drink. Great job. Okay, so it's next one. Making it a little bit more dynamic. What you're going to do, okay, you are in a perfect position and you're drawing down into that perfect landing position as you step there. You're going to go into that landing mechanic, okay? So, nice. Go to 3, 2, hands on your hips, 1. Now, before you do and before you go into it, make sure these pads are back in position. You're going to have a pull, hold the neck between the bum at the bottom and the crown of your head as you're there. Now, naturally, this elbow is going to go forward. Good. Head forward. One leg on the inside, just like so. You're going to come down, hold arms. Good. Swap the sides. Reaching those toes. Filling out that chest. So thanks for the support as always. Don't forget to like, share. Take care.